Okay, so we're going to look at special cases of linear inequalities today. Yesterday we learned how to just graph regular inequalities. Now we're going to look at some with missing b's and things like that. So let's look at case number 1 here, where it says the missing b. What does b stand for in y equals mx plus b form? The y-intercept. Very good. So here we're missing our y-intercept. So if we're missing the y-intercept, what's the only number it would be that wouldn't show up, that we wouldn't need right there? No, it would be plus what? What would we not need? A 0. Okay, and so on this graph, where would 0 be? At the origin. So your first point would be at the origin. Then we'd use our slope. Technically, what is 3 over 1? So 3 over 1. So that means I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. Now yesterday, remember we looked at the sign to see, is it going to be a solid line or a dotted line? It is a dotted line. So you would want to draw a dotted line all the way through. And remember, when we were shading, we use our arrows. So I would draw an arrow up from this dot, down from this dot, up from this dot, down from this dot. Now, if it's less than, is it shading above or below? What does less than mean? Are you above or below? Below. So which arrows are going down? On the left or on the right? On the right. So this would be below. So this is where I would shade. Okay, so this is very similar to yesterday. Next, we're going to look at just y and x graphs. So in this one, we have y is greater than 3. So where on this graph is y 3?
Up 3.
Yes, you would go up 1, 2, 3. Then if I was to graph this line, would I go straight up and down or side to side?
Side to side.
Okay. Horizontal. Horizontal. So if it's just greater than, is it dotted or solid? It's going to be dotted, and it's going to go through the side like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw, coming from the dot, an arrow going up, an arrow going down. Now, is this is greater than, so we're shading where? Above, and so above would be above. This is easy to see when it's horizontal, which one's above and which one's below. Okay? Now let's talk about an x graph. So where would x be negative 2? X would be down 2? We're talking about x is negative 2. Where is x negative 2? To the left 2. Now would we graph side to side or up and down?
Up and down.
Up and down. Looking at this sign, is it a solid or dotted line?
Solid.
Solid. Oop. So we draw a solid line all the way through. Now, I can't really go up and down here, right? Because the line goes straight up and down. So think about it. If I'm going left, is that less than, or is going left, right, less than? See how we have less than? Which way is the arrow pointing?
No, what is that?
To the left, so we're shading to the left. So you can literally, on problems where it goes straight up and down, you can look at which way the arrow is facing. So the arrow is facing left on this side. Okay, so let's try some more like that just to make sure we got it. So in the first one, y is less than 2x. What is my y-intercept here? 0. So I'm going to write plus 0, and that means I'm going to put a point at 0, 0, the origin. Then I'm going to use my slope. What is my slope here? 2 over 1, so that means I'm going to go up 2, right 1. Looking at the sign, it's less than, so is that dotted or solid? Dotted. So I'm going to draw a dotted line all the way through that. Now, if it's less than, I have to shade. Am I shading above or below? Below. So I'm going to draw my arrows, and then I'm going to shade where my arrows are going down. So is the left or the right going down? The right. So I would shade in this area. Okay. Now for x is less than or equal to 4. Would that be on the axis going side to side or axis going up and down? Side to side. And since it's positive, we'd go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot. Then this is going to make a vertical line. Would it be dotted or solid if it's less than or equal to? It would be solid. So I draw a line straight down. And which way is the arrow facing for this one?
To the left.
It's facing to the left, so I have to shade everything to the left. Okay, let's try y. So for y, we have y is greater than -1. Where is y -1? We're going up and down, but would I go up or down for -1? Down 1. Okay. Then what type of line am I drawing? Dotted or solid? Dotted. And is it going up and down or side to side? Side to side. Okay, then I want to draw an arrow up, an arrow down. If it's greater than, am I shading above or below? Above. Okay. Questions so far? All right, let's look at a few more, make sure we got this. So let's look at number 4 here. So in number 4, JJ, what is my y-intercept there? 0. So that means I'm going to put a point here. From here, Chris, where would I go? Down 2 to the right, 3, very good. Will, would my line be dotted or solid? It would be dotted. So you want to make sure you go all the way across. Then we want to draw our arrows up and down. Okay. Leah, would I shade, if this is greater than, would I shade above or below? Very good. Above. So we're shading where the arrows go up. Very good. Okay, number 5. I get a lot of people get this question wrong. Okay? So, what do you think do you know? What do you think you do, Tartania?
Okay, well, I think you just put a 1 beside the x and over 1 then plus 0.
Very good. So my y-intercept is 0. My slope is 1 over 1. So I'd go up 1, right 1. Would this line be solid or dotted, Jocelyn? Solid. Okay. And then we're going to draw our arrows up and down. Jordan, if this is less than or equal to, where am I going to shade? Above or below? Below. So we're going to shade where the arrows are going down. All right, last one. Let's look at number 6. So in number 6, Kate, where would x be 3? To the right, 3. Very good. Draw a vertical line. Is it dotted or solid? Dotted. So I can't really draw my arrows, so how do I tell which way to shade? Which way the arrow is facing. So the arrow is facing to the right, so we shade to the right here.